Hey everybody, Happy New Year. Another edition of Bird Brain 66. My good buddy Brian Brecht there on the left or right of me out in cyberspace. What's up, Brian?
It's all good, Andy. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. So we're kicking off this brand new year with the 2023 Topps Heritage set. It's the exact replica of the 74's design. Very cool set. There you go, Burley. And there's Lars, the negotiator, apparently, Lars, as we become to know Lars to be. But yeah, very cool design because I've always liked the 74 design, and there was I'm glad that yeah, there you go, pepper shaker or pepper grinder. Sorry, not pepper
Pepper
shaker.
grinder. Yep. I knew what
Yeah,
you meant.
but yeah, it got 21 Cardinal cards in this set, 32 with variations, and I think there's I can't remember how many's in the total overall set off the top of my head, unless you have that number.
No, just I mean, there's a lot of inserts, so no, I didn't take the time to dig into that. But I
They did some.
again, I love Topps going with the heritage set. That's I think you and I have long talked that this is one of our overall favorite things that Topps do has done, still does because the base sets become boring. But I had
Yeah,
to show
oh yeah, there you go. There's a short print of Polly right there.
good action shot.
Yeah, and it's a yeah, great picture. Yeah, I'm glad they do these sets. If I was starting out collecting, I'd probably collect these heritage sets first, along with obviously the base set, because I mean they've done and they can't really screw it up because they're just copying the design from the past, which is really cool.
Right.
So which means for this year, I'm excited for the 75 design to come out. I mean, then that's going to
The
be really
minis.
cool. And hopefully they do the minis. I'm hoping they put the minis in there.
That would be that would be awesome. So we talked about it, look and feel. Who do you like? Who do you dislike? We got some interesting action shots. We just showed Paul DeYoung. What do you got? What do you like in this set?
What one of my new favorite Cardinals, I always have those guys that come over the years is Brendan Donovan. I'm glad he's still with the team, but I love this shot. Not only is the action shot, but you see the Cardinal Hall of Famers in the background of the out.
Hmm.
So I'd love this photo. Just and got the old All-Star Rookie Cup there on the bottom too. I love this might be my favorite card in the set, just
I
because.
would, yeah, I would lean towards that. I love that. I wish they would still continue doing that cup. That was always a big deal when you were collecting when we were younger, when you got one of those cards. Here's one of my favorites because again, it
Ah,
goes back to the
I just grabbed that one because it goes back to 74 when you had the dual all stars or stolen base leaders or what have you from that from the 74 year. So they did a nice job of keeping that on the run this time. So very happy to see that they did that. Some of the things that I'm unhappy about with the set are obviously is the high series set. It is they two players make complete sense, but
Mhm. There you go. That's what happens sometimes when your phone is too close. Siri starts
yeah, Siri
listening to
started
you.
talking
And
to me. How about that? So
yeah,
Siri agrees with that.
well, she was trying to find one of those short prints that we were talking about.
And here you go.
Yep.
No,
Good action shot.
another great shot. Haven't seen this picture anywhere, so kudos to Tops on that.
Hmm.
And then obviously the one if you didn't get the I guess the variation of Walker in the first series, then here you go. There he is. This is his high series. Another good job on the action with the little rookie card emblem. So
Hmm.
thankfully
Love
we'd
it.
be out of that very soon because he must have like 10,000 cards already. So it's just truly amazing. But a couple of the other guys, and I don't know if you pulled them out yet.
Oh, I don't want to. Go ahead.
Well, obviously, Juan Yepes made appearance in the high series, which I can see it because he really wasn't part of the team, and I think there's other players they could have put in there.
Hmm.
Uh, Jake Woodford, another one, because obviously no longer with the team. So I'll just throw one out there because he He was there for a brief moment, had a fabulous year in 2022, but fell off the radar. Now with the Nationals, so with all the technology and everything and the way they're jamming these sets out, I I think Tops could certainly do a better job uh of somehow removing some of these players and putting more current play get the team more up to date than they do. That's other than that, I mean, I like this. I love the set, but just that kind of stuff just irritates me because we already know. Oh, Jordan Montgomery,
Now that's a great action shot.
love that one. Hopefully he comes back. There's talk here and there, but you never know. He hasn't signed anywhere as of today, so hopefully maybe he could become a Cardinal again. But we did have over this past season, we did have some notable departures other than the ones I just mentioned with Wayno. So and Ton,
Action.
you got Ton available?
What's that?
You have Ton available?
Do I? Let's see here. Such an
There he
enigma.
is.
It's painful for me to show cards of him.
Maybe he'll go on to do better things in Boston. We'll wait and see, but that's all right. No, I like this. This is kind of old school too. I like this one of
Mhm.
Zach Thompson.
That
So,
takes
but
me all the way back to like the Dizzy Dean cards of the 30s, where they would show those exhibit cards and that of Paul and Dizzy showing the different ways to throw fastballs, how they held the ball and that. So yeah, I like it. So you have to, as the photographer, you have to take time and explain to the player what you're looking for. So again, I do like what Topps does with the heritage set. And I liked what you said at the beginning. If you're brand new at collecting this, you should, I would fall in love immediately with the heritage set over the base set just because of its cool look and feel. And I just think that they spend a lot more time with the photos and the design is easy because like you said, they're just copying it. One of the
here's another thing they did well. They brought these back to the decals because, as we know, the 74 decals are very difficult to find anyway. So if you want to get a decal, this is the way to do it. Nice one of Goldie there, and it's just this all the similar.
Yeah,
When I first saw a decal as a kid, I thought, why'd they write on the back of the card? But
right.
you know how that goes.
Right. Because that was sacrilegious to do that as a kid. That's how you defaced your card, and then all of a sudden they have it. That 74 set, I think it's Simba is like virtually impossible
Yeah.
to find out there.
And they also did this. I do like this.
Yes.
And there's also another one that just came out in the high series with Walker, Gibson, Brock, and Liebertor. So very cool. I'm glad they got the stamps in there. And I do always appreciate the now and then and flashbacks and things they do.
Mhm. Nice. Yep.
Yep. And there's Gibby, and they do these little inserts too. Clubhouse collection with the part the relic. I guess what we call them relics or whatever they call them now. And there's a part of Goldie's bat in there. So what else do we have here that's really cool? Then they got the new age performers. They've kept that going for ever since they started this thing.
That's a good
And they,
shot of Norman.
yeah, and they also I can't remember if they've done this before because off the top of my head, but they also do rookie performer. So I don't know what the new age performer, rookie performer, to me, no difference, but there's the Jordan Walker again. So, great set. I actually have one of the Goldies up there on the board there
We'll
from
tell
the
people what that is real quick.
it's one of the box toppers that come in, that come in the thing in the when you buy the entire box. And there's also I also have the Gorman. So
That shot reminds me of the famous Billy Ripken shot just because
oh
of
yeah.
what happened there. So every time you see the end of a bat from the days of Andy and I collecting, you always immediately look at the knob to see if there's anything, any
But
nicknames, anything written on it.
yeah, I do, and I said I do love and appreciate some of the inserts, but you go down rabbit holes with inserts, and I think Topps has kind of gone overboard with all the inserts that they do have now. I don't mind them here and there, but it's like it's a little over the top at times. But other
Well,
than that,
pink, blue, red, silver, gold. You got the
reverse
foil.
images, names missing off the cards, or what, I mean, whatever it happens to be. So uh, just and some people do like collecting that stuff, but that stuff is just not for me.
Yeah, same here. I'm more into the base set instead of the variations, et cetera. Unless it's somebody like Stan or a Hall of Famer, then I may take, a chance and see if I can pick that up. I will let you know that this will make you happy. It'll probably go nowhere, but I did tweet or X at Tops today and ask him, what is their thinking with the 23-24 off season, the Tops Now series, or I just flat out said, hey, are you guys, do you have any inkling, any motivation to do, a Sunny Gray card? So then I'm going to send them a follow-up saying, there are collectors out there who, nothing against Otani, but for the love of God, let's give some other people a chance. And so anyway, there are collectors out there waiting for stuff, and you're dragging your feet. And let's
Oh
let's
yeah,
turn the page and get some other people out there.
yeah, definitely. And as always, Brian, I always got to kind of close off things with the little pop culture or what have you. So it's 2023 in the rearview mirror. So, and Van Halen, always come up with something. So Wolfgang Van Halen actually put out Mammoth 2 this year. Very good album, very good follow-up to his debut album. So if you haven't listened to any of his stuff, he's very talented. Obviously feeds off his dad's energy, if you know the stuff he does. He actually sings very well, plays all the instruments. He's a kind of a Dave Grohl now of his time. Very, very
Hmm.
interesting guy, and a lot of people discount him because of the Van Halen name, but he's very, very talented and does very well. And also, I got to throw out some other, information. We got Hackney Diamonds from the Rolling Stones because I love music. I love listening to music. Foo Fighters, but here we are, another Foo Fighters release in 23. So it's a good year for music. And the last Beatles song of all four Beatles, Now and Then, was put out this year, from a demo tape that Yoko had from John Lennon. So that would be the last time you hear the Beatles together, on a original, I guess what you would call an original song. So very good year for music. I didn't really look at any to review any movie stuff this time because music. I love music more than the movie stuff.
Well, I'll take you back to your reference. So tell everybody again what where the name Hackney Diamonds comes from.
Oh, where they
From the
where the jewelry
came up
heist
with the
and
name of that.
yeah, from the jewelry heist, and they would smash windows out and take jewels out of the storefronts in England, and then they got dubbed Hackney Diamonds of all the broken glass that was on the streets.
Great, great, great name for the album and great history lesson there. And
And
so
great
the
album too,
last
by the way.
last question. This is being posed out there, so I will put you on. Who's gonna have more live performances because of their age? I'm not asking. Will Mick Jagger, Sammy Hagar, or vice versa? Who will be still making music and doing concerts into their 80s?
Well, obviously that's Mick because he's already 80 years old. So
Oh, that's right. I was thinking he was
yeah.
79, but
Matter of fact, and Keith Richards just turned 80, believe it or not. So I mean, that's quite impressive in itself. So yeah, so it'd be it's got to go with Mick, and Sammy's right around the corner. And matter of fact, they just announced or said he and Michael Anthony just announced the Best of Both Worlds tour coming out in 24. So if you want to, they're going to be playing all Van Halen stuff, from what I understand. So you haven't heard any Van Halen, there's a good opportunity to catch it because that's what they're going to be playing on this particular tour.
awesome. Very well done. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Our first show of the new year. Love the Heritage set for the most part. We both do not like the high number series for various reasons. But once again, you can continue following us here on our YouTube channel and all of our social media handles, Threads, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at BirdBrains66. So appreciate great show again as always. Andy, love the pop culture stuff. Enjoy your family time. Best of luck and all good things to you and your family in 2024.
Right back at you, buddy. And we'll see you next time, and we'll have